also decided to read my friend's narrative essay. It's not as good as mine, no offense to him. He's my friend. And also, he tried to give Julia and Mark a happy ending, so we're gonna see how that goes. Wait, is it still in here? Wait, I got check. Yep, definitely still in here, and it's super bad. I'm glad he doesn't know about my YouTube channel. My name is Lumen Dice. I'm currently waiting in line to go with the army with my twin Lupor and possibly die in the future. Let me tell you how I got here. I am a doctor, or was one actually. I worked truthfully and I tried my best to make sure that I healed each and every patient that came to me. It was a good job with my twin and we had lots of former knowledge because we were part of a long bloodline of doctors, but recently we've not been earning enough money as we have, and there was not enough money for us to buy our food and herbs for my remedies. So I could have patients and we had to shut our business down and we cannot get any money for my mother and father were too old. Even worse, our father, Cato the other, Carthage must be destroyed. History joke. Bad history joke. Got sick with a deadly disease that we could not heal, for we had no herbs, and our mother Florelia is too busy working to keep him alive. So with food, water, each other in high hopes, they went in the morning to bring money from the family and help save our father. So here we are, waiting in line for the man to call our name. In fact, we are filled up right now. Names. Me and Lepore walked nervously up to the podium, and I decided to speak for the both of us. Lumidius, Catos, Aquila, Lepore, Catos, Aquila. We come from Byzantine. We hope you could decide us to be silence. You answer only what I asked. I will sign you what I want. Sensing my brother would probably be our doctors, I quickly cut in. Yes, sir. The man looked at us for a while, and after what seemed to be an eternity, then said, handing over 3 gold coins, welcome to the army, soldier. We made our way to the camp. Thankfully, we brought our own tents for Minnie and Nod, and we were tentless and going to be cold this night. And after we made our tents, the men commented, "Be thankful that you didn't get flogged for that request to be a doctor. People got punished for that mess," he said quietly. Sharing a look with my brother, I said, "Thank you for the advice, sir. How long have you been here?" 10 years. That would make him older than us. And he doesn't look like it. Thanks, Judah, I said. Thank you. Should there be quotations here? I'm so confused at his writing. After some more conversations, I learned a lot about this legion. I also learned that everything was here was strict, and I would have to ask almost perfectly, not get flogged. Well, what is your name, boy? I was Theo to say that we were 18 and we already met and replied, Dice. The poor sir. I realized too late that I had forgotten to say sir, but thankfully he didn't seem to notice. My name's Titus. It's time for me to go. I might see you later for the mistake. Okay. My writing is terrible. His is worse than mine. After we set up, we went to have dinner. We were ravenous after a long journey through the mountains. Before we lived on the outskirts of Byzantine, there were 2 small mountains. They were small mountains compared to the Alps, but still treacherous to cross. It took us 2 days to cross. After dinner, we went to bed, and so it was an interesting and eventful week. We've been sent on a mission to fight the barbarians. Me and the poor old... Wait. So there's a time skip here, and they don't mention it? I guess I didn't mention mine either, but like... Sorry. I'm just finding every way to nitpick at this, because I don't want my writing to seem so terrible. When we become battle-hardened, this is probably 6, 7 titles count. I don't know how many I haven't skilled, enslaved, or looked into the eyes of as I killed their comrades. I don't know if I could ever go back. Killing people when your former job was to help keep people alive and save them. I really should go for another job, and the military is my only option, other than begging and starving on the street. That was the one line I added. As we are marching, there's a regular rhythm of left, right, left, because starting off in a right foot is considered lucky. We've been lucky to keep the small amount of money we've had with us, and by alcohol and gambling, we are told that the real luck is in the gambling. However, a lesson I've learned is how fate can play with your life and do sometimes good, but also thousands of small cruelties to myself and others. For example, I've been doing my best to become a perfect soldier, yet by being a perfect soldier, my skill I train vigorously, so now when I can harm us and that I can protect the weak. This caused many people to notice how I always finish a task without stopping, which has caused respect from others. I also seem to have a good sense of direction, leadership, and other qualities of the general, so I became elected as the future general. I did not know if it's good. I usually do everything together with my twin. We will be separated. I never want Be away from my twin, for we are part of each other. We work best together as a team, outrooting and outrunning and beating anyone together. But now we will see each other rarely and will be unable to. Why is this so long, dude? Each other, also men now have contempt for me. The label in general, this is the first time in known history the soldier activates many people at one time. I'm now higher rank for an infant Titus than the first rank, one rank away from general. We're now going to... Wait, how do you get general? Dude, what's happening? We're now going to attack the barbarians on the board, but they will be dangerous for they are moving around. Sir Commander! I rolled around and spotted the scout running in the forest ahead of the two of us. The general red-faced guessed, "Barbarian spotted! Running fast in the door!" Suddenly the trees exploded. You know, I just realized something. Basically, my story is more interesting than everyone else's because mine has betrayal, and the main character is kind of working for the barbarians. He also kind of dies in the end. You know, in the original part of my story, I had Julia and Martha happily fleeing off to Greece with each other after out of fear. I'd still love the barbarians or something. Not my story. That's a happy ending. I instantly dispatched two of them. I was running to organize the army and send out orders before I... Nope, I'm not gonna fix it. It's his. He submitted it. He can fix it himself. General Magnus said the mistake of his life. Advance troops in the ranks! It was a bad command because our troops were all being disarrayed in no condition to fight because we were surprised and it was a massacre. I ran to the general, I saw him get stabbed. Okay, I'm sorry, my death scenes are a bit more dramatic though. He was dying fast and I ran to him trying to help him, but knew he wasn't to survive. He looked into my eyes and whispered, "Lumen diest, finish my duty and honor me in your rank of general and release me of my duty." I knew I could save the army just like I did, so to honor him, I whispered through a lump in my throat, "You are released from your rank as general. West well in the underworld, travel the Styx well." I heard his heart flutter, then stop. You know, I tried to help him with this. I was like, I heard his heart flutter. Fast, and slower, and slower. Eventually, come to a stop. And I think mine's better. For several days, we traveled around the battlefield that was the forest, and after the massacre, collecting lost supplies and burying the dead. The funeral was... How many words is this? Why is it so long? Oh, the love interest. That's too long. I don't want to do this anymore. Dies, remember me? Christmas? Yeah, I'm actually a girl named Julie, and my wife here has just been stabbed. Can you please heal her? I nod, understood instantly, and wasted no time in questions. I quickly bring her aside. Pretty girl, who I now realize is Marco. He really wanted a happy ending for them, so he did this. After quickly situating the situation, I remove all the clothing around in the area so I can work better. As I give her some herbs together. Okay. I mean, I think that Julia smashing her in the head with a rock was better. I think we'll ever fight again. That's so cheesy, like, dude. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna read, my other friend's narrative essay because I think it's actually decent. And it's not as long. You know, mine's like 3,000 words, but mine's the only one that's a lot too long. In the beginning, it was calm and peaceful. I didn't know much about the days to come, but I didn't know it was going on day by day. Today was a very eventful day. Vibia too! I remember the chef. Vibia too! Come on, dude. Please turn out half decent. Also, it's my friend. It's also kind of my crush. I'm gonna pray to God that she never watches these videos. But Mother, don't you think she looks fine already? I hear my older sister whine as she pants out of breath. Servy, Servy! I look down to see my younger sister clutching my leg. Servy, please hide me quick. Okay. Thank you. I softly push her behind me as I moved to be farther in front of her. Servy, yes. I look up to see my mother and older sister standing in front of me, very out of breath. Yes, Mother? Dear, have you seen Vivia too? We're trying to fix her appearance before your grandparents got here, because we know how they are, my older sister added. Yes, we don't see them like that. Yes, ma'am, they're here. My older brother shouted as he barreled in. Worst timing, Mother shouts. I straighten my posture while I walk out of the front door. My mother and older sister attempts to grab my younger sister. Vivia, dear, the parents are here. Calm down. I'm right here, Vivia too. Listen to your mother. Now. Yes, sir, she says meekly. Now we are all standing close to the door, waiting for my father to open. You know what? This doesn't really matter. Basically, all you need to know is Corrupt's parents, they run away from the barbarians with younger sister, Vivia too, or Vivi, Marka, who is the perfect wife. And, here we are. I have my eyes to see my lovely wife looking over me. I open my eyes and get used to being awake, just before realizing where my head was. She was on her knees, with my head in her lap as she held me and looked down over me. I abruptly sat up, startling her. Your breaths are red now. Good morning, I guess, she flustered with it. Good morning. Hey, Marka, it's Servy, you're awake! My younger sister squealed as she raced toward me. Good morning, Vivi, I said, chuckling slightly. Good morning. My sister continued on and on. I looked over at Marka, and she looked as confused as ever. What's the matter, I asked. She finally shook Vivi up. Since when do you call Vivia too, Vivi? She asked. Just recently, I said slowly. I guess I didn't notice. After waking fully and washing up, we sit down to eat. What's this? Vivia asked in disgust. Fish. What else would we eat? The dirt? I questioned sarcastically. Don't be rude to your sister, Vesuvius, she said sharply. Wow, you sound like my mother. Is that a problem? She asked. Nope, I said swiftly. Where's everyone else? And look at this cutesy family dynamic. Hope this lasts. Vivi questioned, stuffing her face with slightly uncooked meat. Mark and I exchanged a look before looking right back at Vivia too, as her eyes widened after realization. Why? She choked on her words and her fish, trying to comprehend the situation. Still in shock, she sat there, and her eyes began overflowing with tears. It was a pitiful sight. She looked so gross, crying. I wanted to smack the life out of her and tell her to suck it up, just as our father had once done. Okay. Wait, so as we're learning here, Servy has some anger issues. Stop, Mark demands. What are we doing? Are you down the back door or is this way? She begins to pull away, but my grip tightens around her wrist. I've had enough of this. I lift my hand swiftly before bringing it down to her face. She shrinks back, preparing for the stop. And I think that Servy is a really well-written character, and that's not just because I have a crush on the person who wrote this. Marka pulled Vivi into a tight hug. She is so much better with the kids than I am. Shh, don't cry, dear. It'll be all right. I love her so much. She's the perfect wife anyone could ask for. They are gone? Vivi managed to choke up between sobs. Not all of them. They didn't kill Viva. Or Trashmas. Decimus. Via's still alive. I'm so glad. She jolted up. Sorry, Marka. Is Via supposed to be Vivia 1? Yes. Or someone. Wow, do you have nicknames for everyone? She asked. Yes, ma'am, we do. Oh, so I'm old now? Marka asked with austerity. When did I say? You called me ma'am. I looked at her with wide eyes and confusion. Only old people are called. Oh my goodness, was all I could manage to say. Vivi burst out laughing before Marka looked at her with a motherly look. Then we heard a rustle in the grass. Both Marka and Vivi are behind me, terrified. I look back to see Marka cradling Vivi against the table we previously sat at. Walking forward, I clench my fists, ready to fight, though I have little to no experience. Then I see a small child crawl out from the bushes. It's dirty and barely clothed. I reach to pick it up, but a petite and scrawny woman leaps out to grab the baby before I can. Don't! She voiced with harsh authority. She sounds so familiar. I don't know from where. Looking back up at her, she has a wholly different expression. She looks like she's about to melt in sorrow and possibly relief. Wobbling up to her feet, she looks at me before pulling me into a passionate side hug. I didn't recognize her, but she needs a hug, and I hug her right back. Where have you been, little Servy? My eyes wide open. Via! I shout, drawing necessary attention to Via and I. Okay. So this is where the one and only plot hole comes in here, because this friend is a really good writer. they don't really mention that there's, like, a time skip, and, like, it's even implied that there isn't. So you don't really know that Via has a child, and 2, you don't know how Via, like, got to, like, skinny after, like, their nobility. And so that part's kind of confusing, but other than that, no critiques. Please critique my writing in the comments, it's terrible. Phoebe's little feet pitter-patter as she springs towards me and Via. Via! She shouts, just before stopping to admire the small child at her side. Who is this? Phoebe asks as reaching her hands out to hold the baby. Why is he all torn up? She asked with obvious concern. Hey, Phoebe again. I was going to. She answered, you? I started before she continued. I was going to kill him. You were going to what? Marcus shouted. The baby was safe in Phoebe's hands. That isn't how you care for a child! Marcus at her full volume. Slap. Marcus just hit my sister. Via deserved it. Let's go! Marcus sighed, turning her body and walking the other way. Phoebe and I followed her. But little did I know what would happen. Months later, and I'm finally here back at the old engrossed home. I'm alone, so alone. My sister died, my brother fled. If my wife left me alone. I loved her, I truly did, but I guess she did not. The words she spoke with faith, and her undying love for me must have been too. I walked towards the house that I can barely recognize anymore. I opened the door and walked inside. It's so worn down, walking toward the bathroom. I hate it here. Baby is gone. She's dead, and I killed her! She went on the floor, I held my head. I can't finish speaking. When I start crying and shaking back and forth. My family was the best, especially after getting power. They became greedy, making corrupt, but I love them. They're making sick everything for me. I can't say anything now. I had to kill my sister. Was my sister a wife? I killed her. Choking back tears. I had to think back to them. Choose. I must choose your brother. I don't want to. I screamed. By the way, this is trash of us. My knees collapsed beneath me and I began to cry. Marco! I whispered and cried. What'd you say? My brother asked. He was evil. Tick-tock, Servius. I don't have all day. You need to choose. Who do you want to... Marco! I shouted. All right. He spoke and let Marco free. He slashed Phoebe's neck and I felt disgust with myself. Marco, are you happy? Decimus asked. No. What? I said, looking her way. I said no! She raised her voice to me. I'm sorry, Servius, but I've always loved Decimus. Trashiness! My brother? I sobbed hard now. Yes, she said, walking toward him. Sorry, babe. That won't do, Decimus said. What? She asked closer now. That won't do. It's your fault. Now they're both dead. He said, it's all your fault. You should have killed me. I think bring myself back from the nightmare, remember? Oh, just like goody. I slowly closed the book, finishing it for good. That was amazing. So yeah, it's real revealed to be the book of the end. I wish that Servius had, like, committed suicide. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just insane.